Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame and Cinnamon Sugar. So I am at the laundromat. Excuse me, y'all. I just woke up from a nap of sorts, maybe about an hour ago. I'm still trying to wake up because I set my alarm to wake up way before now, so it could really be a mini nap, and I could have been gotten this out of the way. But it's like I was so tired for real. Like, y'all, I gotta tell y'all about what happened at work last night. When I tell y'all, it pissed me off so bad, and it made me even more mad about the fact that I was in there on my day off. Like, come on now. So I went in there. I already knew where I was gonna be because I've been working over there most, if not all week. And the way we do it is, if you run this side today, you run the other side the following day, unless you just have some sort of weird affinity with whatever side or whatever. And I had already ran the hellish side yesterday. So I was like, well, I ain't got but 4 hours. As long as don't nobody decide to call out, I'm going to run the side I'm supposed to run, which is the side that wasn't doing the most or whatever. I mean, and it wasn't that bad yesterday, but it's still, you still got to do the most. We had to set up, and it was partially operational because when we shut down the majority of the department on yesterday, we ran half the day, and then we ended up shutting down. And so the other person, they had to go and handle some business that I love to call the most hated task or whatever. And he gonna try to come up to me and was like, do you want to go up there and do this? I looked at him like, no. Like, he kills me how he tries to make it seem like, oh, well, let me hold this down while you go do this. No, I don't want to do that. You're running the side that calls for you to be the person to go up there. I'm not doing it. And 99% of the time, ever since my hand was hurt at work, most people go up there for me, even if they run in the other side. Like, they just be like, oh, I'm going to go up there. I'd be like, oh, okay, I appreciate it. But no, I'm not going up there. And I used to go up there because the excuse used to be, oh, well, I'm new and I don't know what to do. Or the like, people who were like managers and supervisors or whatever will come to me and be like, hey, can you go up there and do this, da-da-da-da. And I'm just looking like, it's not hard. It's not that it's hard. It's just that for me, even before my hand got hurt, it was a task in and of itself. And I just don't like what it do to my hand. And I mean, you're the type of person that even if you don't have arthritis and all that stuff, like, it can kind of make your hand like really, like, whatever. Like, and I mean, I switch with both hands. I use both hands, but this is my dominant hand and this is the hand that got hurt. And it just be doing too much. So I looked at him, I was like, no. I mean, he really be trying to pour it on thick, like, oh, well, I went up there last time, and, you know, if you don't mind, could you go up there and da-da-da? I'm looking at him like, no. And then, like, somebody came in early and was going to help him. And it wasn't even hard. And then what kills me is, guess what happened, y'all? He did all that talking, and within 15 minutes, somebody else went up there and took the spot of both of them. And I mean, it wasn't even hard. Like, the most it should have taken them was 30 minutes to thoroughly do what they needed to do, if that. So he was like, oh, well, if I'm not from up there by this time, you can get this person to watch your side so you can still go to break on time. I was like, I'm good. I'll just go a couple of minutes late. Like, he just, and y'all, this is the same person that has been having beef with people. He going to upper management, HR, and everybody on people, trying to get them fired, and it's just too much. Speaking of, so before I left out yesterday, one of the three amigos, he came up to me and he was like, so did you hear that he has a job that he gonna get here, and the only reason why they're even gonna consider giving it to him is so that he could get away from everybody up here? And I was like, now what job is this? And so he was like, well, I don't know, but I don't know how true it is, but that's what I've been hearing. And I'm just looking like, how about get him up out of here? He literally, he has to have at least 9 out of the 10 occurrences. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. He ain't got no more time to use. I'm just like, he called out several times a month. Late on top of that. And then there have been times he was supposed to be at work, which means you're assigned or it's your normal day, and you didn't show up at all. That's 3 occurrences right there. 2 to 3 occurrences right there, baby. And you already, ain't no way he ain't already. In all honesty, I think this man got over 10 occurrences, and you ain't supposed to be able to get no more than 10. So I'm just like, I ain't got time for it. I just don't. And it's gonna be a matter of time before he gonna try me, and then I'm gonna have to set it off on the left, right, front, and back. And I don't want that. I just want to get on from up in there before more foolishness pop off, because he think he's him. He thinks he's him. And for those of y'all who know what I'm talking about, it's just a saying where a guy will be like, I'm him, but he's not. And I just be like, please stop. And then, like, when I work with him, y'all, I'll be in my zone. I'll be doing what I'm supposed to do. Like, there are certain tasks we're supposed to do to keep the specific side that you're supposed to be running going. He'll walk all the way from the other side all day, several times a day, to come talk to me about stuff. It don't be having nothing to do with work, not necessarily. And even if it is, it's like, why are you worried about it? I just be like, oh my gosh, sir, I don't care. I really be wanting to say, I don't care. I don't care. Like, my head is hurt just thinking about it. But yeah, that's why I don't like having to go to work on my days off. Like, I want my time to be for me. This is supposed to be time that I have to myself to recharge, because I'm getting away from y'all. I have things I want to do, or I have things I need to do. Y'all, guess what? The same person that's like one of the Three Amigos. Like I told y'all before, he sent me a link to a job and all this other stuff or whatever. And so he has my number now. So he said something to me, and he was like, well, why you acting like that? I was like, I'm still mad because I had to come into work. I had things to do. So he gonna ask me, he said, and in my mind, I was like, if he responds to this, I feel like he gonna say something about my little yeah with the yeah, right? He was like, why? Because you had plans with your little yeah with the yeah. I was like, yeah. But why are you looking in my mouth? Please going on. And I think they're finna back up. Child, I'm finna move too, because I just don't understand. Let me go. I promise you. And they just be like, ooh, let me look up at her mouth. Like, for what? For what? And then I parked really, really close to this line so that can't nobody park up on me. And I don't be understanding the fascination when people want to look up in my mouth when I'm sitting over here. Like, what? Ain't nothing going on over here for you to need to look over here in my mouth. Ain't nothing going on. Ain't no illegal activity going on. Why is you looking up in my mouth? Please get on somewhere. Ain't no reason for you to back up and be over here. Ain't no reason. Like, and then, like, and I'm saying ain't no reason because as soon as I leave and go do what I'm doing, then they leave. Yeah, because you trying to be nosy and be up in my mouth. Please get somewhere else. So anyway, y'all, I try to ignore them going about my business. So, but yeah, it was funny. It did, like, I went off, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, the dude that's pushing 50, I rolled up on him and went off. Then I rolled up on him before I left. I saw him again and went off again. And so I looked at him sideways. He was like, why are you looking at me like that? I said, you know why I'm looking at, like, I got real buck. I got real buck with him. I was like, you know why I'm looking at you like that? I'm up in here because of you. So he was like, why you keep saying that? I was like, why you keep trying to act like you don't understand what it's in for? Why everybody all of a sudden got this same vehicle that the married man got? And I just told my friend, I gotta see this person they get out to see if it's somebody at work that I know that's not him, because ain't no way he came all the way over here. But anyway, but yeah, people be doing too much, and I went off on him because you keep inconveniencing me, sir. Oh, please get out so I can see who this is. Oh, I think I know who that is. Why you gonna park right there? You so random. I think I know who this is. Anyway, y'all, my bad. Sorry. So, there's a whole story behind that. But anyway, I'm tempted to go in here and look. I think I know who that is. I'm real tempted to go in there. So, this person is distracting me because they really looking up in my mouth, and I just don't understand. I really don't understand how much time I got left. Okay. I think I'll be going back in here within the next 20 minutes to check on my clothes because people be getting on my nerves, y'all. I'm gonna do like this so I can kind of block them out because they are like 2 parking spaces away from me, and I'm like backed in. Like, for what? Why are you over here? So anyway, y'all. But yeah, before I left out, I went off on that man like 2-3 times because you inconveniencing me. He was like, I don't understand. I was like, because you already over here complaining. Talking about, oh, I'm going up front if this person get this job over me because I've been here longer than him. Yeah, you got here like 1 or 2 classes before him, but he literally has no occurrences. He has 1 sick day that he put in, and that's it. He don't never call out. He don't never just not show up. He volunteers to come in all the time on his days off. This week being one of them. So what is you talking about? How you gonna sit up here and be in your feelings about a situation? Because it was like, oh, I heard that you put in for this same job and da 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 da. And I was like, when he told me that, I said, I know he didn't roll up on you like that. He was like, yes, he did. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have words for him. Just wait. So I was gonna go and say something to him the first day that he came. I was gonna say something to him the first day that he came to work for the week because he's one of those 12-hour people, only work 3 days a week unless they're assigned. So I was like, yeah, as soon as he come in, I got something for him. So the first night he came in, I said, you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing just yet. I'm gonna wait until my friend get the job. Then I'm gonna roll up on him and be like, how dare you try to antagonize somebody who had way more going for themselves than you do. You don't come to work. How you gonna get mad at somebody that come to work every day and on their days off and they come in early, and if they're assigned and they didn't have a spot for them, they stay over and don't complain about it? How you gonna get mad at them when you the one who don't come to work? You got everything betting against you, because that's one of the things. It's a special way that they say it, but they basically ask, do you have any occurrences? Like, do you have a ridiculous amount of occurrences? But it's a beyond random way of asking that. And I had to ask somebody the first time I filled out an application what that even meant. They were like, are you in step 3 of something? Like, it don't even make no sense. And they be like, oh, they just need to make sure, did nobody write you up like excessively for occurrences and all this other stuff. And I was just like, okay. But yeah, like, I'm just like, baby, you doing too much. How you gonna sit up here and get mad when you don't come to work? You already showing that you ain't reliable, because every time we look up, you doing everything but coming to work. And I went off on him yesterday because I said the same thing about him inconveniencing me. Because I was like, I already got to come here tomorrow, because y'all know yesterday was my Friday. So I went off on him then. I said, it don't make no sense. I got to come in here. I don't understand why you got to work tomorrow. I said, because had I not put in to work tomorrow, I was going to have to come in and work straight time and start my week on Monday. Monday is not my first day of the work week, which means I'm going to have to work 7 days, or I'm going to have to work 6 days. And then my 7th day, until I get back on the right track, is going to be on, my 7th day going to be on a Sunday, and I don't want that. Because they're going to try me for the longest, and I don't want that. I don't like stuff like that. Let my 7th day be on my actual 7th day. And I ain't got time. Like, y'all be trying people. I don't like it. I don't like it. And now other people, they like being off on the weekends. I'd rather work through the weekend and not have to deal with these folks. That's why I liked my schedule the way it was, where I was off in the middle of the week. But anyway, yeah, I went off on that man, and I told him about himself. I was like, yeah, you inconveniencing folks. And he over here trying to make it seem like, oh, well, I have something to do with the VA and all this other stuff. And I told them my schedule and da-da-da-da-da. They're not available on weekends. I said, you should have told them that you are available on Tuesday through Friday. So you're not inconveniencing people like me who are off or are supposed to be off on Sundays and Mondays. Because you put in a vacation day, the way that you put it in, because he's a 12-hour person, it's like his schedule start on one day and end another day. So that's why I was confused. I was like, What you talking about? He just put in a vacation day, and I had to think about it. Because I'm like, if he just put it in, why am I being inconvenienced on a Saturday for something y'all talking about I'm going to have to do on Monday? Working straight time. And that's how they love to do me. They love to be like, oh, we going to skip Sunday, but you got to work Monday. Or they going to all together say, I got to work 7 whole days. Not me. 7 whole days. Not a word from me is what it's finna be on the 7th day. But, yeah, I went off on him about that. And I was like, you could tell them people that you're available on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays instead of inconveniencing me on a Monday. Essentially on a Sunday as well, because, yes, I'm glad you got that window down. That's got to be him. Because don't nobody in this city got that same vehicle. All of a sudden, like after like maybe 6 months to a year, after the married man started driving this vehicle, all of a sudden, everybody started driving this vehicle. Like I told y'all the other day, everybody and mom be driving Jeeps, right? I don't understand. But this particular Jeep, don't nobody just have this particular Jeep, right? And I think it's because it looks more like one of those Mercedes type, Benz type, I don't even know how to even say it, but it looked like a Jeep, but it's not. I don't know how to describe it. But anyway, that's what that person has. And I think that there's somebody that worked at my job, but they work somewhere else in a completely different capacity. Because I see it all the time now. And at first, the married man was the only one who had it. My bad, y'all. So anyway, yeah, I went off on old boy. I had to do what I had to do because he be trying me. And I think he lived for that. And I just be like, sir, get away from me. And so then, tell me why my buddy, he texted me. And he talked about, when he said something about the little yeah with you. My little yeah with the yeah, I was like, no. So then he brought up old boy, the almost 50-year-old. I told y'all he ain't had sex in 8 years, which was basically since his divorce from his wife. And so he be saying little stuff, and I be like, sir, I ain't got time for it. So then tell me why old boy texted me, and he was like, I told him, I was like, look, I'm trying to be in retirement. I done put everything in retirement. I think I'm retired. And so, it don't matter about none of that. But it's funny because he had just said something about my little yeah with the yeah. Then all of a sudden he ended up texting me. I said, why did you speak my little yeah with the yeah up? Tell me why he texted me. So anyway, he was killing me with like the stuff he was sending me. He sent like is it Young Thug? I think it was a Young Thug in court meme that he sent to me talking about, I guess he was kind of trying to figure out why I'm saying that I'm going into retirement. He was like, nah, you just need to slow down. You don't need to do all that. And then he sent me, what's the man, look, Mr. Hotspot? He was like, wowzers. I don't know if y'all know Mr. Hotspot. He's a very, very positive person. I didn't even think that he was going to have fame or anything past his 15 minutes. But he's very, very, very positive. I don't know if he has Asperger's or anything like that, but people live for him. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Please get away from here. See, I'm finna move. This person just sat up here, parked this vehicle in between where I'm parked at back then. This other person who ain't got no business parking after me back then. Why did you just put your car in park and sit here? See, y'all, this is what I'm talking about. Let me go. Y'all, I'll be back later on. This man still ain't texting me back. Yeah, I'm finna go. This man still ain't texting me back to let me know nothing about the situation with the I just don't be understanding, y'all. I'm so lost. He ain't text me back to let me know if 5 p.m. is okay or whatever. And I still gotta go home. I still gotta wash my hair. I gotta do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do to it, but I mean, I'm fiending for some more braids, but smaller. But I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. And we just gonna see. But I'm finna move because this is getting on my nerve. I don't understand why everybody acting a fool. Every time I come over here, people come out of nowhere and just be doing the absolute least. So I'm finna move because I don't feel safe and I don't like when people act like this. This is ignorant behavior and activity for me to have to be dealing with. All right, y'all. Have a good one. I'll see y'all later. Bye.